this is Russ, and welcome to part 2 in our series dealing with Paul and Corinth. In this video, I want to concentrate on the Diolkos. Now you'll remember from last time that this Diolkos, this toll road, was built by Periander in about 600 BC. And remember too, the thing that made this road so valuable was the fact that ships no longer had to sail down around the Peloponnese. They could come from the Aegean Sea into the Saronic Gulf, cross over this road, and now they're into the safety of the Gulf of Corinth. Here's a model of what one of those ships looked like. They were able to reconstruct this because they found the hull of one of these ships. Now, based on writings and pictures and other things they have, they were able to recreate it. We'd have to go back in time almost 3,000 years before we could truly appreciate what a technological feat this road, this Diolkos, would have been. A merchant bringing his goods, say from Ephesus, no longer had to go around the Peloponnese. He could go across this road and into the Gulf of Corinth, where most of his passage would be in virtual safety. I think it's worth mentioning too at this point, we have to remember that Corinth also regulates the land traffic, that going from the north and the south. So not only does it regulate the sea, but also the land. That makes Corinth a four-way hub. Now what Periander couldn't do in 600 BC, Nero was going to try. Here's a bust of Nero that's in the museum at Corinth. Remember, emperor worship was a big deal there. Nero took 6,000 slaves from Israel who were in revolt against Rome at the time and was going to dig that canal. But soon afterwards he died and his canal died with him. Let's take one last look at an aerial photograph of that isthmus because we're going to shift to the modern day. The canal that Nero tried to build was not actually dug until 1882. The French started it, and then the Greeks finished it in 1893. Here's a photograph taken by NASA of that canal today. It's too bad you can't see any better detail, because it sure is a very good picture. It's almost scary what they can take a picture of about our space today. If you look closely, I think in the center of the picture you can see that blue line going across diagonally from the top to the bottom. That's the canal. Let's zoom in here and get a better shot of that canal. You'll notice, if you can see, in the center of the picture there's actually a ship going through the canal. Notice too, there are 3 bridges. The 2 at the top of the screen are for cars, and that first one in the middle, that's a railroad bridge. I'm going to show you one of the pictures that I took of that canal. Now I'm standing on that center bridge, that car bridge, looking back towards the railroad bridge. There, you can see what I'm talking about. The canal is about 80 feet wide at the base, and the water's about 30 feet deep. So just like in the days of Periander, you can't get any large ships through there, but you can certainly get a good-sized vessel through it. I've got a few seconds of some movie footage I shot. I used my little handheld digital camera. It lets me take short movies. They're not the best quality, but still you get a good idea of what that canal looked like. As best I can, I want to give you a little bit of the sense of you are there, so you can have an idea of what it looks like. Cars crossing the bridge. Hopefully, you'll get just a little bit of a view of the landscape, the scenery around Corinth today. That's about all we've got time for now, but I hope you'll understand that the reason that I show you this past and present is to help give you an idea of what's going on in Corinth. The better you understand the land around Corinth and the area that it occupies, the better you'll understand Paul and his letter. In our next video, I'll take us to the ancient ruins as they appear today. Bye-bye for now.